Hello and welcome to Alex Attempts Tabletop. Today I'm going to tell you the 5 key things you need to know about the new edition of Age of Sigmar. So let's just get on with it. So fact 1, there's a new destruction faction. They're called the Cruel Boys. They're in between Gloomspite Gits and Aurochs. They kind of remind me of Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, Goblin and Orcs. They are based in the swamps of Gruul. Instead of charging head on to the forces of Sigmar, these guys, they're a bit more sneakier. They come behind you and they stab you in the back, and they really have an outstanding aesthetic. As you can see now as I'm talking, here's a bunch of pictures of them. I'm super excited to get them and paint them. Are you? What are your favourite miniatures in that range? I'd love to know. So that is fact 1. We've got a new destruction faction for AOS. Fact 2. The Stormcast look better than ever. So, due to the Broken Realms story, Bellicor put a shadow over the realms in AOS, meaning that Stormcast couldn't get back to Sigmar to be reforged. So Sigmar got hold of his friend Grimnar, who reforged some new armor, meaning that the Stormcast could actually get back and reforged. And because of this, it has opened a new wave of Stormcast for AOS, and I must say, out of all these editions, it's probably some of the best looking Stormcast. So much individuality, it's a lot darker, grittier, and also I think now the Stormcast are starting to step away from the gimmick of the Primaris Marines where they all look so generic and similar. You're starting to see some really individual characters in this range, and it's probably some of the best they've done for the Stormcast. So that is fact 2, and I want to know what you're most excited for with the Stormcast. Fact 3, is this the best AOS starter set we've ever had? Yes. You get 21 Stormcast internals, you get 39 Cruel Boy Aurochs, you get an exclusive launch edition core book, 24-page booklet to get started, you always need that, 14 War Scroll cards, and 2 Alliance ability cards. But most importantly, you get 60 miniatures in this set, and you get the cool rules, and I want to think, if we're guessing, most of our starter sets have been around £120. I'm going to pre-warn you now, I think it's going to be around 150 or maybe 180. But is it going to be worth your money? It's so totally going to be worth your money. Every miniature in the set is brand new. Some of the best Stormcast miniatures we've ever had. And the Cruel Boys are magnificent. I think people who are fans of the old world and haven't got into AOS, now's your time because you're going to miss out. Fact 3. This is the best AOS starter set we've ever had. Fact 4, there's been a bit of a rules revamp. Apparently we got new updates. I'm going to squeeze these 8 updates into just one fact, so we're being a bit cheeky. So number 1, apparently this is the best rule set ever. It's clearer, it's more elegant, and it's more simple. Hopefully it is. I'm pretty slow with rules, so I can give you a verdict on that very soon. Number 2, there's more reasons for you to use heroes. Apparently now heroes have more of an actual presence on the board. They have more heroic interactions, more command abilities, so you actually feel like you're playing a great hero on this narrative board game, if you know what I mean. Number 3, monster damage. So big models now, they're going to put out way more pain for you, and to be honest, I think big monsters should have more of a role in this game instead of just feeling like a kind of overpriced points miniature which does a bit of damage and then it just dies. So that's going to be interesting when we get to see big monsters and stuff like Kragnos. He's huge, 36 wounds, that's crazy. Okay, so number 4 out of these raw updates. Going second is no longer going to be seen as a disadvantage. I've never really cared for that camp. I've had second turn loads of times and it's never really fazed me. You just play the game a bit differently, you have to just plan. But now apparently you have more ways to engage going second, so you can like intervene, kind of disrupt your opponent. And this kind of intertwines with rule update number 5. They said there's going to be less downtime and you're going to be more involved throughout the game. So that kind of links in with going second. You aren't just going to sit twiddling your thumb, playing with your phone, waiting for your opponent to move all their models. You can now engage while they're playing, and if they're like, I'm going to move this unit, you can be like, actually I don't think so, I'm going to do this because I'm a doofus. Now, number 6, apparently there's going to be more magic and endless spells are going to have more of a presence in this game. Controversial, I've never used endless spells, but maybe now I will. Now it's going to be more present in the game. Now number 7, this is kind of linked to 40k. They said there's more ways for you to build your army, combining certain forces and factions. Are we going to get a situation where we see 40k soup, but we're going to see AOS soup? Hopefully it's not going to be that kind of stinky, but hopefully it'll be fun for those who like narrative. And rule update number 8, apparently it's more narrative. There's going to be more ways for you to create your own story, and I think this is just a copy and paste of the 40k Crusade system. So that is the 8 new updates, what I've squeezed in to be fact number 4. So let's get on to the 5th and final fact now. Okay, fact number 5. Some of you may like, or some of you will not like this. There's going to be a board size change for this edition. So like 9th edition for Warhammer 40k, they shrunk it to small board gang. Now we're going to get small board gang in AOS. For me, it doesn't faze me. In some of my battle reports, oh look above, there's a little link there if you want to check them out. We've played on smaller board sizes on our kitchen table. I think they're doing this to make it more kind of entry level for people who don't have the facilities to play on bigger boards or can't get to like gaming clubs. For me, I think this is just going to speed the game up a bit. It means you're all going to just be charging into each other, and there's not more kind of no scoping around the board. You just like circling, trying to keep away from your opponent. Eventually you're going to get into each other. Some of you may like the sound of that. I was not intending that to sound like that. Anyway, that is fact number 5, and that is my 5 key things you need to know about Age of Sigmar. Have I missed anything that you think is very important? Then let me know. I was too busy getting vaccinated yesterday to watch the preview. But as usual, if you've liked today's video, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We want to get this channel going somewhere, you know? And as usual, I have to thank my Patreons. These guys, they help support me financially, they pay for the software and just some of the extra time I put into this stuff. So they're amazing. If you've ever wanted to help, there's a link in my description, you can check that out. Anyway, you all take care. I hope you're all excited for AOS 3, and if you're not, let me know why you're not excited. I want to see both sides of the spectrum. I'm not that narrow-sighted person who goes, poo-poo, different opinions. I want to hear them. Anyway, goodbye, take care, this has been fun, bye-bye.